look, what's up? Yeah, Don, I understand. You're right. Hey, yo, what's up, babies? Hey. No, it's not. You another one. What's up? Hey, my baby. What's up, yo? What's up? Yeah, so we gonna get into hey, I'm live, y'all. God damn it. The fuck? I said I'm live. What's up? So yeah, we gonna get into whew, the interview. We're gonna get into the interview and see what happened and what was said. Hey baby. And see what's said in the interview. And also I got a little exclusive. Um Man, Tiffany be 40 y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Tiffany be 40. Yo, share this live bitch on my look. Share it on get on the page. I'm gonna have to share her tomorrow thing tomorrow too. Mm-mm. I'm gonna share it tonight. I should have shared it earlier. Cause hopefully I can be able to attend, but it started at 8. I don't know. But yeah, we in here. Get your butt in here. Make sure y'all like and subscribe all day. Yeah, we in here. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. We in here. Girl, did you hear about we gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna call you soon this live over. Hopefully this live is going last for I'm gonna call you, girl, because it was a hot mess over there on Danny's channel. It's going down. You know they gonna be coming for. Yeah, but let's get into it. But all right, we're gonna check into the interview with Trustee Tammy Brown, which is one of the trustees for Dalton. But first I'm gonna show y'all what happened yesterday. And Tiffany opened up the skating ring for two people. It was amazing talking about how she loved the kids and this, that, and that. And these two ladies didn't look like kids to me. I'm trying to understand like what are you really doing for the kids? Like what is really going on? What the hell is really going on? Yes, everybody in the chat hit that eye if you in here. Yes. Put that eye, hit them likes, put that eye in the chat if you're in the building. Yes. Let's get into this though first. Let's get into this. This is just a little something. This is just a little something before I show y'all the the party. And yo stuff is going down. Dalton know how to party. I got it. That's what you want for it. But this happened yesterday. Tiffany was basically I'm gonna let her say it. Your little funky stuff. Nah. Happen. Oh. Drop off with your bad self. Women, y'all, I can hear it. Well, let's jump into the interview. We're gonna check that out then. Yes.
Tammy Brown. All right, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Tammy Brown. Something about your life in Dolton. Did you grew here? You flew here? You know, something about how long you've been in Dolton, your history here.
I've been in Dalton now 17 years. Actually moved out here, give a better son.
Yeah. Okay. And how do you have any?
5 grand.
Hey,
18-year-old, 16-year-old, 13-year-old, and a 7-year-old. You can get them when you want them.
And then you can give them back.
And I can always give them back. But I love my grandchildren.
Yeah.
I love them. I love hanging out with them. We do a lot of things together.
Yeah.
I looked in the area, quiet street, sort of laid back, set back, a lot of seniors, older adults that live in this block, in this neighborhood. And we tend to look out for one another.
Yeah.
So this block here is like a family. Like I've joined a family, younger residents.
I think the best thing for still city.
Absolutely.
You're still right outside the city. So if
right
you need
outside.
to shoot downtown real quick, it's not that
far at all.
Tell what's your professional history? I know talk about your history.
no, no, no. This was actually a good interview. Let me get it. Man, we can get this. Yeah. Oh man.
33 years.
Yeah, that's
nice. In one place.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
How's retirement life?
Oh, I love it. The best thing ever. I love it. Being able to come and go as I please.
Yeah.
Some days I get up and say, hey, I'm not going to do anything. And then other days I can do whatever. I can do whatever.
That's good stuff. So let's get into what was your start in Dalton politics.
My start in Dalton politics, it was something I definitely was not interested in the beginning. Um, my guy back in the day was slated to run for a Dalton trustee. We talked about it. I'm going to run for trustee. Fine, do it. You know, whatever support you need from me, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he decided, says, well, hey, Mayor Riley, I don't think I'm going to run. I have the perfect candidate for you. And I said, well, let's meet with him. Let's meet the candidate. So we end up having dinner with Mayor Rogers. And he says, well, introduce me to the candidate. And he says to Mayor Rogers, it's my lady. And I paused and I took a look around and said, oh my God, not me.
Yeah.
And he says, why not you? I said, oh, Chuck, my schedule is just too busy to get involved in politics. It was definitely the holiday time where you work so many hours trying to staff the various buildings. So I said, oh no, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I don't know anyone. When I moved out here, I normally talk to my neighbor to the left and to the right, speak to everybody else, and is in and out, and that's just about it. I knew no one out here in Dalton, so I felt that to be very difficult trying to run for a position, and I didn't know anyone.
Yeah, yeah. So and also me, Tammie, ran on the same ticket in 2019.
Absolutely.
It was I was new to politics, you was new to politics,
Yes,
and we ran on the same ticket. And we used to, and I mean that winter was cold and
very
going door to
cold.
door, and it was me, you, and Andrew Holmes that ran on
Yes,
that first ticket
yes,
together. And there's a lot of history there, a lot. It was a lot of good times, and but we ran and we won.
we
What
won.
was your spirit? What was your thoughts when you won?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That particular morning, election day, um, we woke up, we were getting ready, hitting the streets, going to the various polling places, getting set up. And I remember being at the park district was my polling place. And I remember being out there. And for some reason, I felt sick that morning. So I said, well, it's kind of slow. I'm going to take a ride home, which I didn't stay very far. And I remember calling my grandfather. I'm sitting in the car and I'm calling him. I'm crying. I'm like, Daddy, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's overwhelming. It's too much. I can't do it. So at that particular time, he says, close your eyes. And he prayed for me. And I can always remember this. He prayed for me and he says, call me when you win. And I took the phone down and I looked at it like, call you when I win. He has to be crazy or something. Call you when I win. And he says, call me when you win. And that stuck in my head. Polling place is closed. And I remember going back into my polling place. And there were 3 precincts in my polling place. And when I got the results that I had won all 3, oh my God, I just was, it just was overwhelming. I couldn't believe it. Like, oh my God, I won. Me? I won. And I'm getting in my car. I had some of my UPSers with me working that day. And we're in the car and we're hugging each other and we're laughing and we're crying all at the same time because I can't believe that I won. As we go over to the polling place, and the polling place is just full of people there, supporters, residents, people who work for us during election day. We're
In the
all
campaign
there
office, campaign
in the
campaign
campaign
office,
office. I'm sorry, in the campaign office, and we got so many people there, and we're watching the numbers. And as the numbers come in, I see that I've won this precinct. You won that precinct. You won that precinct. I was just I was just overjoyed. I couldn't believe it. And I remember going outside because I started to cry. It was so funny.
yeah.
I started to cry inside, and I didn't want anyone to see me cry. So I went outside to my car, and as I sat into my car, my grandfather called and said, "Congratulations." And I boo-hooed all over the place.
Well, you
I
kept that
just,
in lip rap. I didn't.
oh, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I cried so hard. I just couldn't believe it. And he says to me, "I knew you could do it. I told you to call me when you win." And from that day forth, I just like, oh my God, I really can't believe that this has happened
Yeah. Yeah.
from a person who knew nothing
Nothing.
really
Yeah.
about politics. But I've always been a people's person. I've always been a person involved in my community. Always.
Yeah. And we came with Raleigh,
Yes.
Mayor Rogers. So the in my belief, it says that God hates ingratitude, and we're forever grateful for Riley
Absolutely.
Rogers getting into this
Absolutely.
political game.
Yes, we are.
And
was just Claire and I.
and because we started, I wasn't thinking about running for office until he asked, "Hey, you want to run for trustee?" I was involved, you know what I mean. But
Yes, you are.
so we're forever grateful for Mayor Rogers for getting us into this game.
Yes.
Because we're still here fighting for the
Yes.
community, and he got a lot of us, another generation, involved in politics to actually, save this village because it's pretty bad right now.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, we started with Rogers and we got in. So what was the first 2 years of your seat like? How was it? What was it like to you?
It was mostly a learning experience the first 2 years. A lot of people say, "Well, you didn't do anything." Well, I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So my thing is to sit back and learn. Look at others who have been in this position before me and learn from that.
Yeah.
So my first 2 years was like learning a position, sitting back and setting that platform up for the following 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the first 2 years of a learning experience.
Yeah.
A learning experience.
And the first 2 years weren't, well, nobody compared for our last 2 years, but the first 2 years, it was a learning curve. You're getting used to being in front of people. You're getting used to talking and stuff like that.
Yes.
So the last 2 years of your first term, what was that like? Because the last 2 years of our term together,
right.
It was first 2 years under Rogers, the last 2 years under Henyard. What was that transition like?
Oh my, that's day and night, I would say. A very drastic turn of events, I would say. I would say a totally different.
Wait a minute. What's up, Big Mike? What's up, Big Mike in the motherfucking building? Wait a minute. What happened? What? Wait a minute. What? And Steve wants to show the video with Tiffany. Tammy Brown tried to fight the Dolton. Get out of here. Get out of here. He gonna play that. I don't care. We want to see it. Is it Dolton residents that don't like Tiffany? I've been looking for you too. Tiffany and do I like nor do I like to trust. Dolton need to overthrow the entire board. Yes. I mean, I can agree to a certain extent, but a couple of them I do like. Like a couple of them I do like. But I didn't know she was trying to fight somebody. Get out of here. This is my first time seeing this video, so I'm watching it with y'all in real time.
For my first 2 years.
Wow.
Being a trustee for 8 years is
Hey,
totally
Mike,
different
hit that
from
like,
being the
hit that
mayor
like, y'all. Put an eye in the
of
chat if you're in
a
the building.
town. It's totally different. You have much more responsibility as being a mayor, and you totally have to be committed to that position. And what I mean committed to your people, doing what's right for the community. and also listening to the people.
Yep. You're right. It's totally different because the trustee, you can come in 2 meetings a month, make your votes, and you know
And
you
you're
don't,
out.
and you're out. You can be in, and then what happens with the first 2 years, Coach Rogers would keep us involved. Hey, this is going on. Ed, I put this on the
Yes.
agenda. What you think? Stuff like that. But you're right. It would be, but when you're the mayor, that's a whole nother reality. And on my last 2 years there, as you can see now, it turned into a part-time. It turned into a full-time
Yes, it did.
job
Yes,
because
it
you
did.
had to constantly be. They were always hiding something, not turning over something, not hiding and spending, then lying about it. Then you have to be mindful before you get to the meeting. What I'm going to say, what's going to come at me, what am I looking at? And they send it to you late, and then you get rated. So talk about that. Them 2 years, the
2
the
years.
stress that it wasn't
Oh
it wasn't
gosh.
the first 2 years wasn't stressful, but you had to pay attention. But them next 2 years,
Them next 2
and even
years
now,
were very stressful. I can definitely say that for me, still working full time. Another, it started as a part-time mission, but when the new regimen did a full job for me. That means that I had to make sure that things that maybe I didn't have to get so involved in my first 2 years. You had a lot of things. Saturday night, maybe midnight, or it's Sunday
sometimes
afternoon.
the same day.
And then you want me to look over 45, 50 pages and then to make a decision.
Yeah.
Some of those things that needed to be investigated,
Yeah.
and you didn't have the time to do that.
Yeah.
So you definitely don't want to go in there making a mistake voting on something
Yeah.
that you have no knowledge of.
Yeah.
So, Big Mike, you said Ed Steve trying to go up for trustee. I thought he was the trustee before. Hey, Smecko, we was looking for you yesterday. Me and Big Mac and we had a party yesterday up in this motherfucker. Yes, we did. Because Cheryl Hill was the same lady, the office that Officer Lacey kicked out of the Easter. Oh, earlier this year, the trustee awarded her grandson the Easter. Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. So that was Cheryl Hill. All right. So but he got voted out. Right. Stan Brown took his seat. Right, because I remember when I was first watching it that Ed Steve was the trustee. But Ed Steve wasn't about to be doing half of the stuff. He wasn't trying to do what Tiffany wanted him to do. And so he had to go. And again, I ain't even gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? Because they voted him out. They did. And now I don't even want to go there. That's a whole nother situation. But I remember him being a trustee and they voted him out because he was not going with Tiffany and them. Because at first they was all with Tiff until she started doing corrupt stuff. Now everybody want to turn against her and all of that shit. And that's fucked up that they voted Ed Steve out. And then I don't even want to go there. All right, y'all. Let's get back into it because I don't even want to say nothing crazy.
And that's where the differences came in
I
with us in the new
don't
administration. You wanted me to vote on something
absolutely.
that I had no knowledge of.
Yeah.
I
Hit the
wouldn't dare
like
make a
button, y'all. Hit
decision
the
like
like button.
that not only affects me, but it affects our entire village.
And then at the same time,
Come on,
you
y'all.
said
Hit
there
the
was a
like
level of
button.
trust that you can go to the department heads, even once you got it, you can call the department, you can call the village administrator, and they say, this is what it is. So you had that open communication
You did.
with the department heads and all that stopped.
You can even go in there and visit.
Yep.
You know, talk to them and say, hey, what are you doing? I want to stop by and I need for you to review some things or go over some things with me. With this administration, No one can talk to you.
Yeah.
They say they can't. They can't.
One time I went over to Public Works when I was there, and I was over to Public Works, and I went and they said, "Man, look, the cameras is on you. They know you're here." So
Absolutely.
and so it turned
Absolutely.
into they were scared to talk to you.
Absolutely.
Department heads were scared to talk to you, and so you really couldn't get all the information you pretty much needed.
You never could.
You know what I mean?
And I always feel if a person has something to hide from you, it's something going on.
Yeah.
And when you started getting things that you used to have access to, and that access was no longer granted, it was restricted, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
And me being in HR for all those years, it really broke my heart to see the employees put in the middle of this fight, to have to make a choice, to choose. Could I talk to you, or I have to listen to what the administration is saying? You started to mess with people's livelihood, their lives, their families. So I don't fault any of them for any of that, because again, this is the way that they take care of their families. I understand that. But me, myself, hadn't been in that position, I would have quit. I would have quit.
The employees are definitely in the.
Soresto knows that some situations just suck. Fleas and ticks suck too. Soresto.
In the middle where they couldn't, man, they would tell you, no, I can't, no,
I can't
talk to you, you know, and it was real. I remember one employee said, man, look, they don't care about due process. They don't care about you suing.
They don't care about anything.
They will fire you in a heartbeat and say, sue me. And that's where you got so many legal fees, how many lawsuits we got right now because employees are fired the wrong way.
We have 40-something lawsuits, and I'm sure that 36 are on her watch. From looking back at the spreadsheet. And who fires a person on FMLA? Who fires a person because I came back from FMLA and I didn't want to take the shift that you provided for me? A lot of these things could have been worked out if you had just set the person down and say, hey, we can't do this, but what is it that we can do for you to make sure that you are still employed here? We never did that. We never did that. We never tried to work with our employees, you know, and I seen that coming in. If you do good by your people will do good by you.
So now I want to go into, you remember, after we did the recall, even though we were successful, she really turned up into just spending money and doing a bunch of stuff. So she started turning everybody against the trustee. So them board meetings would be so hard because she would just be lying and say the truth. She would, what I always say is that she would spend it, then bring it to the board and say, pay for it. And then when we say no, the trustee don't want to get your trees cut. They don't want the streets done. And for a while, that was really going in her favor.
It did.
But now that is not going in her favor now because she's got caught in so many public lies. Like the guy just said on news, you pretty much really can't believe nothing that comes out of her mouth.
Absolutely.
What was that like at the beginning when them board meetings, she used to fill the crowd up and just dog us out, people coming at you, dogging us out? What was that like? What was going through your mind?
That was like going into the lion's den with no ammunition. Seriously.
Right.
You would have to stay prayed up to go to those board meetings and sit there and take those beatings. That was not a good feeling going into there. Definitely have to pray before and after going into those board meetings. It was not a good feeling. And it was very stressful at some point in time. Very stressful. I would dread when Monday morning comes, that first Monday morning. I would dread it because it's like, I know I'm going to battle. Put on your boxing gloves. Get ready because you're going to have one hell of a fight when you go to that board meeting.
Especially when it doesn't have to be, but that's what the leader wants. She wants to fight. That seems like that's her comfort zone.
Yes.
And so what's your thoughts now? Because you can see the tide turning.
Oh gosh.
And it is it is like if the what just had this township meetings. The people are seeing through it, and the people are standing up and they're seeing through it. What does that feel like now?
Victory.
Yeah.
Victory.
Yeah.
Victory is coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Now that the people see for themselves, they will always say, well, the trustees. It's the trustees. The trustees don't want to pay the bills. The trustees don't want to work with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not true. None of it.
None.
Now the people see that it wasn't the trustees. It's you, Mayor.
Yeah.
It's you.
I remember 2 years ago, a lady seen me, and she was kind of like, I was telling her, I said, we don't trust her. I was running it down to her. And she was kind of chiding me, y'all need to work with her. I think you need to work. She's doing some great things. I seen her this past election time. She stopped. She said, look, I was wrong.
Oh,
yeah. We got to get this girl.
And you know what, Ed? A lot of people, you even had people that voted for her that believed in her around. And now those same people that you see was like, oh my God, I regret voting for her.
Yeah, everybody definitely regret voting for her. Okay, so we're going to get into Big Mike, what Big Mike said. Remember there's a video of Tammy Brown. Got the fact, all right, we already read that one. You have to take everything that Steve is saying with a grain of salt. FYI, I don't like Tiffany Henyard either. The whole board needs to go. Mayor and the trustees. Also, Big Mike said it was Jason House. Wait a minute, because I can't see that. All right. He said it was Jason House and 3 former trustees that voted for a factory that produced human waste in the pipes where the residents drink from. Wow. Ain't nobody was never talking about that. Nobody was talking about that. Okay, you bringing it, Big Mike. You bringing it, Big Mike. Yes, you is. You want to come up. Because you is bringing the motherfucking shit. But, yo, I just want to say, y'all, make sure y'all hit those likes. Yo, before my birthday is July the 4th on the absolute day. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers. So please subscribe for your girl. Help me get to 500K. 500. I said 500K. I ain't even got 500 yet. Shit. Damn. You girl is jumping the board. Damn, like she ready to go. But yeah. Yeah, ending to you July the 4th. But thank you so much, Big Mike. I put the link in the chat if you and help us with what's going on. If you want to stick there, if you want to jump on the link, thank you for coming. I miss you, Nika. I'm a baby. But yeah, yo, let's get back into it. But yeah, don't forget to hit those likes for me. Get those likes up. Come on, give me a pre-birthday. You better know it. Hey, yeah, July the 4th is my birthday. Born and raised, 1979. Oh, fuck you. I don't even like watching fireworks no more because I've seen them all through my life. I've just, sometimes I be gone to sleep or I'll go out. I'm not really into it, like I used to. I was used to be so happy that I had, the world celebrates my birthday, but after a while it kind of get like played out. I ain't gonna tell y'all how old I'm gonna be, but I'm gonna be old. So you can just imagine like a bitch is tired of watching that shit, But all right, y'all, we about to get back into it. Let's get back into it. Make sure y'all hit those likes. Pre-birthday, we running it.
But again, we must remember, everybody can be given a chance. It's just what do you do with that chance that you're given?
Yeah.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah, and she had a chance.
And she had a chance.
She had a great chance.
I was one who didn't believe in her from the jump. I was one of those people, and I'll say that. I'll take that. But I pat myself on the back. Hey, what I
You were never
thought,
sold on it. You was never sold on
I
it.
was never sold on her. I was never sold on her. It just was something about the way that she governed the village. And it was always said, you don't like me. No, it's not that I don't like you. I don't like the way you govern. I don't like the way you work. I don't like the way you operate.
Yeah.
And a person who you can't tell anything, that knows everything,
Yeah.
you see them going downhill.
Yeah.
And that's exactly where we are today, going downhill.
Yeah.
But it's up to us, along with the residents, to rebuild
Yeah.
Dalton.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. What's your view going forward? What do you see light at the end of the tunnel?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every single day, that light is getting brighter and brighter and brighter.
Yeah.
There is light at the end of this tunnel.
Yeah.
And I can see Dalton coming back, being the village that it was years ago, that brought so many families here to raise their children and make a life here.
What's your thoughts on the team that's going to run for this next election?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Outstanding team. I have worked with each and every one of them. And trust me, we are going to put Dalton back on the map.
Yeah. It's a great team. It's a great team.
It's a wonderful team. And then again, don't get me wrong. Every team has their times where we disagree on some things. But at the end of the day, what makes this such a great team is that at the end of the day, we come to a conclusion as what's best for Dalton.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. That's true. And we'll talk, you know what I mean? The team we're talking about, Jason House, Kiana Belcher, myself, Brittany Norwood, and the clerk.
Absolutely.
And yourself. I think we can do really great things.
We can. We've done it.
We've done it.
We've done great things.
Yeah.
As you've seen, the Fantastic Five, as we will call ourselves, back just last year. Again, I know that we can do some positive things. We're just going to finish what we started.
Why does Wi-Fi only seem to work in this room?
You need Verizon Home Internet. Get fast, reliable coverage in every room. Then you can watch your.
All right. Yeah. Could you elaborate on if you see you can't be a good leader, you can't be a good teammate if it's my way to highway. You can't be a good parent with my way to highway, especially when your children get. I have a 17-year-old. I can't say my way to highway. You have to talk. What are you thinking? You know, and you have to. Sometimes you got to lay down, but you have to compromise. Even with my 8-year-old, my 4-year-old.
You do.
God, shut up. You can't just,
You can't do that. You have to compromise.
Yeah.
You have to come together and say, hey, let's sit at the table. Let us all put our ideas together and see what works best for this village.
Yeah.
What works best?
Yeah.
You might have an idea that I don't have. I might have an input that you don't. But when we comes together as what's best for the village, you can in the door already with one.
Yeah.
It can't be successful with the type of attitude.
And keep in mind, she inherited. We had some debts. We had the water debt, but the finances of the village was in good condition.
We had a surplus when you came in.
Yep.
So when she tells that lie and said, "Oh, you guys were in a deficit when I came," that's a lie.
That's a lie. And she got. I'm a find a meeting. There's a meeting where the auditor said, "This is the best he's seen the village finances in 6 years."
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so when she got the village, it was in a good financial. The
It
audits
was in
were
a
up,
good financial.
and there was a surplus. And then she got all the COVID money.
Yes.
She got, and we voted for some of this stuff. That first year budget, I've seen it. I said in the past video, the first year budget, we gave her a lot. You know, but it is.
We gave her some things that we didn't want to,
Yep.
but in order to make this village run
Yep.
and to show her that we had her back,
Yep.
give her some of the things
Yep.
that she asked for.
Yep.
And it just seemed like with the blink of an eye, the devil came in.
Yeah. And it was either I get 100% or we
Well,
got a problem. And
Or-
that's not reality, but that's how she's running the village.
That's it. That's
And
it.
and it's either 100%. And if you disagree with me on one thing, then you're disagreeing with me and you're disrespecting me.
That's it.
Even before that, it was always war.
You would tell people, you know, not to talk to my enemy. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah.
We're all in this town. We've all been elected for these positions to do a job.
Mm.
And it's not to come in here and bash one another or talk down to one another. It's to make this village better.
Mm.
That's the reason why people voted for us and put us in these positions.
Yeah.
Because they believed in us that we can do this.
Yeah.
And it just turned like night and day.
Night and day. Right.
Night and day.
And I remember I think it was Kiana Belcher. Somebody asked her, why are we doing a recall? She said, we see where she's going. If we
I agree. I swear, I definitely agree. But so this was going on yesterday. Hey,
We out here at Just Ice Rink in the village of Dalton, and we have people all the way from Garfield Park. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all ain't ready. Look, let me turn around so I can see what they do. Talk to them. Where you from? Yeah, talk to them. How did you find out about Just Ice Rink? Bam! And we out here jamming, guys, vibing. And I tried to explain to you, that's why you don't believe the hype. As you can see, people come on here every single day, and they out here just enjoying the rink. And she loves it. Go and tell them what you say about the rink, because she go everywhere. She go everywhere. What you love about the rink? Tell them your experience.
I love how well paved it is. It seems like butter.
What?
It's really welcoming too. Like everybody I've met out here has been really nice also. So that's really good. Don't be scared to come out here and just try it out. You know what I mean? Because like at the end of the day, if you don't try, you'll never know.
Amen. Hey, love it. Yep, thank you. So we out here. So look, let me show you ours truly, one of our Dalton residents. She over here jamming and vibing. Talk to him. What you got going on?
But I get to it.
Yeah.
I've been complaining, and then she brought it. Ain't no more complaining.
Right.
Hey, stop playing with Miss Tiffany.
Talk to him. Right, that part. You love what we did for the community. Yep. See, look at her. She got to say, oh, wait a minute. Oh, let me move. Let me move the phone. Hold on. It's part of the process. Okay. All right. Hold on. Everybody falling. Wait a minute. She went down. Wait a minute. Hey, man, look. I moved the camera as fast as I can, but you did good though. So again, guys, this is your super mayor, Tiffany Henyard, the people's mayor. We're out here at Just Ice Rink in the village of Dalton. It is so beautiful. I just want to show y'all what Dalton could possibly be if we all just work together. Sometimes people don't want to work together. They want to hate on others. At the end of the day, timing is everything. And when God gives you the baton, run with it. Don't care about people's opinions, what they got to say as it relates to you doing the work. Because I always say this, I don't care what nobody got to say negative, because I'm not a negative person. I always lead with love, and I always show love. And always remember to spread love in y'all community, guys. At the end of the day, I keep telling y'all, the youth is next. Pass the baton, pass the knowledge. You cannot lead the earth with it. You have to give it to someone else. So why not showcase it and give it to the people, especially the Black and brown communities that's always suffering. Show them what they mean to you. Not what advertisement and all this nutball stuff they showing on the news and on all this the social media. It's sad, guys. I never seen nobody go through half stuff I'm going through right now. I have not. Show you the witch hunt that people are doing. They just show you the negativity that's in people's hearts. When at the end of the day, guys, today not promised, tomorrow not promised. I always say this: me today, you tomorrow. And as you can see now, everybody getting the smoke. And I told everybody, you got to band together. And that's one thing that I keep trying to show to the Black and brown communities: band together. You have to show unity amongst us. We have to stop pulling each other down, because at the end of the day, whatever you do within your dash is what God is judging you on. All the other stuff and opinions does not matter. But again, back to this, because I preach forever. Let me just show you this Just Ice rink right here in the village of Dalton. It's an outdoor skating rink, and as you can see, it's free to the public. And this is what the beauty in our community. And then when you see the little huts right here, because everybody think they houses, one is a novelty shop. Yeah, show them hearts, show them hearts. Yeah, one is a novelty shop, and then the other is the skate shop. So again, this Saturday, guys, we are celebrating all the fathers, because at the end of the day, we know people don't give you your flowers, but I am going to give you your flowers this. You will be able to skate, bring your skates, and then you can also eat barbecue. We got all kinds of food for you, from spaghetti to baked beans to it's all free. You don't need no money. Just bring your sticks, because y'all know that I love them babies. So we also try to create an environment where your kids can indulge in festivities as well. So you can go play or come skate or whatever while the kids are in the bouncy houses. We got bungee runs. We got all kinds of things, but it's gonna be epic. Make sure you be here. Don't hear about it, come see about it. That part. But stay tuned, because this is what it looks like. This is Just Ice, as you see, Just Ice rink in our lovely village. And you got our residents still out here skating, and you got people coming from all over just get the opportunity. I'm gonna go down there to the Just Ice courts.
I just want to know where the kids at now. Where is the kids at now? You talking about I got all these people out here. They came from another park. Where they at? Just them two people. Where are the kids? So you open the rink for these two young ladies. And that's the thing. The rink's supposed to have been made and built for the community. How in the world you just open it when you want to open it and who you want to skate on it? That's not fair. I'm telling you, them ladies, they didn't buy those skates. Tiffany got a whole little store over on the other side that have like, y'all know how like y'all go to the skating ring. If you don't have no skates, you order your skates, your size skates, and you get you some skates. Come on, stop it. Where's the youth? Where the youth? All of this is just false allegations. False accusation. False accusation. Where is the youth? And there was the youth. She don't even say the youth. The youth. Like, come on, lady. Like, stop playing with us. All right, we're gonna get back into the meeting.
Now, when it gets back to where it is now,
we're going to be
people
blamed.
People gonna say, "Well, what did y'all do?"
Right.
We tried to recall her.
One thing I've known, and I've always believed in this: you have to correct the behavior as it's happening, not when it gets out of hand. Correct it as it's happening, and that was the reason why we did the recall. We did the recall, and she was recalled.
It's just
the residents felt that
Yeah.
She's not doing a good job.
Yeah.
Let's get her out of here now
Yeah.
before things get to where they are today.
Yeah.
And when we talk about deficit, we talked about 7 million back in September. God knows where we are today.
Yeah. Yeah.
We still don't have the necessary tools for us to do our jobs.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on, because we did run with Andrew Holmes.
Yes.
Of course, Andrew Holmes is a big name from being on the news and stuff like that. Express, and I will to all, the disappointment, because we came in together. We started with Riley, and then he flipped on Riley and then ran against him. And then, talk about the disappointment of the seed that into where it is now.
It's a huge disappointment. Like, as you said, the three of us came in together. We had our own dream team back then, the three of us. We had formed a bond, sort of like a sister and brotherhood, that we would look out for one another, campaigning together, hang out together. So we formed a special bond, a relationship. And to actually see when he turned and ran for mayor, things totally changed of how I really felt about him then. Seeing that you came in with us, now you've turned against us. Is that not something you could have talked about with us before you made that position? I know you don't owe us anything, but with the bond and the relationship that we had formed, I would have thought you would have came at least to one of us and talked about your disappointments or things that you didn't approve of and your reason for running. I want to run because of XYZ. If you could have talked to us about it, I would have felt a little bit better.
Yeah. And then as far as how it went to, how it turned of his last 2 years to where it is now.
It's like we're total enemies as with him as well. You're voting on some things. I don't even think he takes a look at the things that he's voting on.
With 360 checking from Capital One, it's all about you. Banking the way you want, where you want, when you want.
I think he's just saying yes to please the mayor.
Yeah. I remember there was one time me and him got into a back and forth because he kept on saying, we need to pay these people. And, he would come with the Martin Luther King quotes and Black people, we got to stick together. And we're telling him, I asked him, are you okay? It was at the time, it was a $2.8 million deficit. And she was spending money on these roofs and stuff like that with no RFPs, no contracts. We had no oversight and none of it.
None.
And we're asking questions, and me and him got back and forth. But it was a disappointment because we came in together, and then when he up and ran for mayor against Riley, and then when he got in, when she got in, then they became
the best of
BFFs,
friends.
but they was dogging each other out for.
Friends.
And that's the thing with this politics stuff that's kind of hard sometimes. That whole there's no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, permanent interests. That's true to a degree, but to see him flip and then you go with her and then they were riding high. They was riding high for a second, taking trips to Selma and flying all over the country.
Taking trips
to Vegas. You're right. Taking trips to Vegas, and then to hear the allegations and everything came up that happened. Yeah, it's disappointing.
Heartbreaking. That was one that really took me over the ledge there.
Yeah.
This could have been my daughter, my granddaughter, my sister, a family member, a friend. This could have been any young lady that's out there. And for that to actually happen. And then the cover up, which is devastating. The cover up. So many people knew what took place, but never said a word. Here's a person asked, how do you sleep with yourself at night? No, the question is, how do you sleep with yourself at night? I can sleep with myself at night, but how do you sleep with yourself at night? A person who claims to love her people, you can't. This is a young lady that looked up to you as her mentor. And for you to shatter her world is devastating.
Yeah, it was, and because Fania's a sweet girl. She really believed heavily in Tiffany, and yeah, to hear, you know, she came out, which is really bold of her.
It is.
And we were on the opposite sides.
On the opposite
but,
sides.
You know, I give her grace because you know she's young and impressionable, and Tiffany, you know, can be that with people. She can swoop, or what did I say, swoop, but woo people, kind of mislead them.
She can, and she actually had this young lady believing that she was for her, about her.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and that in itself is.
Yeah, and to see her stand up with the strength she does now is commendable.
Oh wow,
it's commendable.
It is,
because that happened when it happened. To know that happened and they're operating like it didn't happen, I can't imagine that, but that was a whole year before this card came out.
But as I say, how could you live with yourself and the other people that knew? It wasn't just the mayor. That whole entourage
knew
that went to Vegas knew what happened. And for you not to say anything is devastating. It's devastating.
Yeah.
And like you said, for her to come out and be as brave as she is. I mean, words can't describe. Words can't describe.
So yeah, it's disappointing because, you know, Andrew kind of, you know, paraded himself as the community activist and to see this turn like this, and he just tied himself to the wrong horse. You know, he tied himself. I don't use the word horse as describing a woman, but tied herself to the wrong team.
Yes, he did.
And like I said, they were board mean, dogging us out. People clapping for him.
Yes.
Martin Luther King and we got to get together. If this was the white man, we wouldn't be fighting like this. All that stuff they put on us while she is just blatantly lying and spending the money.
And for them to sit back and know. And do nothing. And do nothing. He is a person that many of us have watched and believed in. And to see the allegations, the alleged, you know, things that they say he did, it's heartache.
Yeah, there was one they did the report when the female trustees, you, Keon, and Brittany read the report, and I was there, but some of them y'all teared up.
And when I tell you a heartache, a stomach drop, to read.
Braden has amazed me. He's so strong.
You hear about cancer, but you don't ever think that it will be your child. It was your worst fear coming to life.
The doctor tells us your son has a large tumor, and he said, well, that's not the only tumor. We thought my son had one tumor. He had hundreds.
What actually had taken place. How could you do that? Here's a person that speaks on saving others, protecting others, that the world sees. And then now to see how the tides have turned, it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. That day, it reading that information truly did something to me.
So, in closing, Trustee Tammy Brown, who we have some, you know, like I said, we started together. I remember it's because I kept on falling. It was getting this black ice, and I kept on falling. I just kept on falling. They would laugh and stuff like that, but it's a good story. Then remember, Chuck wouldn't get out the car.
No.
So we'd be out the door, and he rolled down the window. Y'all here too long. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Keep moving. And he's in the car all warm, and we're outside. This was one particular year. The weather was horrible. The weather was horrible. And I remember Ed and I going door to door to door. We came to this one particular resident, and I don't know if you remember, Theodore Norwood. Said, come on in. Come on in. Warm up. Let me make you some coffee, some tea. Get warm before you go back out there. And from that day, we have been good friends ever since that day. I remember that we were freezing, and I would laugh at Ed falling, and you could just hear my snow pants just
Yeah.
as we were walking down the
The
street.
one time I fell and all my clips
Yes,
flew in the air.
yes.
Yeah.
But we met some wonderful people,
Wonderful people, yeah.
and that showed me it's some wonderful people
In Dalton.
that live in Dalton.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
wonderful people.
And you said if Chuck was here right now, what do you?
Oh
what do
my
you say?
God. I always crack a joke with Ed. I said if Charles Higgins was here now, we would have been married, of course.
Yeah.
And I said to Ed, we'll be separated right now. And Ed says, why? For put me in all this mess.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and we laugh about that.
Yeah.
Chuck is one of the reasons why I'm here in this position today. Chuck is no longer with us, but I thank God for Chuck believing in me
Yeah.
that I can actually make a difference here in Dalton. And also my granddad, who is no longer here. But those people stayed on me and believed and instilled in me that I could make a difference in Dalton.
Yeah. He used to be like, "Hey, I'm telling her to get out here. She got to get out here."
But the saying he would always say to Ed and I, the
Yeah.
one who works the hardest
will win.
wins.
Yeah.
And that sticks with me today, even in going into the second term.
Yeah.
You got to work hard. If this is something you want, you got to work hard at it. And even going into the second term, and then even going into this next term with the team that's running, we got to work hard because we know that we can win and put this ticket back together.
Yeah. All right. Well, any closing words?
Oh gosh. 2025, February 2025, the real dream team will be formed February of 2025.
Clean House 2025.
Clean House.
Pretty.
Clean House 2025.
All right. On that note, thank you for watching. This is former Trustee Edward Steve. Make sure you subscribe to our Dalton Trustee YouTube page. And there's going to be a lot more announcements about the campaign, the team that's running Jason House for mayor. And we're going to keep moving.
That's it. Thank you, Ed.
Yeah, so that was the interview with Miss Tammy Brown. How did y'all like it? Was it cool? You know, she ain't really diss Tiffany or nothing. I ain't even gonna lie, she ain't really diss her. She did not diss her or nothing. She did speak her talk and she kept it professional, which I like about her. But I didn't catch the part where she was about to fight a resident or whatever. But this was really nice. I really enjoyed it. So yes, let's get down to the party girl. Let's see the party girl Tiff. Let's see how she party. She like the Hey, don't tell me. I don't
This track is for the player haters lying on they dick. Cop blocking punks, front for a bitch. If the bitch wanna fuck me, then let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different out here in Dalton. What you think?
Let me bang.
Let me
bang.
For them tricks, trucking all them hoes.
Get up there.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
Andrew up there dancing.
Let me do my thing.
Motherfucking party. Let me bang. Let me bang.
This track is for them player haters lying on they dick. Cop blocking punks, front for a bitch. If the bitch wanna fuck me, then let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different out here in Dalton. What you think? Let me.
This track is for them tricks, trucking all them hoes, buying them bitches left.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
In your pocket and let me do my thing. Step the fuck. This track is for them player haters lying on they dick. Cop blocking punks, front for a bitch. If the bitch wanna fuck me, then let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here?
I love my baby. I love my baby.
Oh, let me bang. Let me bang. So that was basically how they party. Up in there, Angel Jones was dancing. Tiffany was getting freaked up. Somebody was behind her. They was like, let me bang. Oh, they was out. I want to go to their party. Please let me go to their party. Hit the motherfucking light. Hit the light. Shit, let me bang. Shit. My motherfucking birthday coming. Let me bang. What was happening there? They banged it up for real. Tiffany liked the party. I gotta go out with her. We gotta go out next week. Let me bang. Did y'all see it? I can't believe it. I'm gonna make that a short. I'm gonna have to make it a short. Because they banged for real. Hey, that's gonna be a short for me. I'm gonna let it bang. What the fuck? They was banging. Woo, child. Woo. And the party too. I was in here banging too. Shit. God damn it. Oh boy. What is happening here? God damn it. Y'all, make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and all of that. You heard me. I let your motherfucking girl. Oh man. We gonna let it bang. That was cute though. That was cute. It was funky. It was real funky. I don't even know how to get back to it. Joe said let me bang. Then he said something about some blue cheese and he was let me bang. Trying to tell you. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, man. I'm gonna bang one more time and then I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna bang it one more time. I'm gonna bang it one more time and then we gonna get out of here. One more time for the road. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Put them eyes up in there. Put them eyes up in there. Anybody want to get up on here? Keep jamming. Keep banging. Hey, 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 hey. Let me bang. Bang.
Let me, let me.
This track is for them tricks, fucking all them hoes, buying them bitches left.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
He said he got Andrew dancing. Andrew cutting up. He cutting the road up. Go Andrew. Go Andrew. Go Andrew.
This track is potatoes and a mix, rocking for a bitch. It's the then let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different out here in Dalton. What you think?
Let me bang.
Let me.
This track is for them tricks, fucking them hoes, buying them bitches left.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
In your pocket and let me do my thing. Step the bus back and
hey. Yo, I wish I could bring it. Yo.
Track is for them
Bang.
rocking pump, fuck me, let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different out here in Dalton. What you think?
Let me bang.
Let me.
This track is for them tricks, fucking all them hoes.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care.
The fuck back and
I've never heard this song. I like it a little bit.
this track is for them player haters lying on they dick, cock blocking pumps, front for a bitch. If the bitch wanna fuck me, then let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different out here in Dalton. What you think?
Let me bang.
Let me.
This track is for them tricks, fucking all them hoes, buying them bitches left.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
In your pocket and let me do my thing. I step the fuck back and This track is for them player haters lying on they dick, cock blocking pumps, front for a bitch. If the bitch wanna fuck me, then let me do my thing. Just step the bus back and let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different out here in Dalton. What you think?
Let me bang.
Let me.
This track is for them tricks, fucking all them hoes, buying them bitches left.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
In your pocket and let me do my thing. I step the fuck back and This track is for them player haters lying on they dick, cock blocking pumps, front for a bitch. If the bitch
Let me bang. Let me bang. Let me bang. Yo. Okay, we got somebody. We got to get up. Yeah. But okay, let me bang. Let me bang. Let me bang. Bang. Oh my God. I can't even believe it's a man. I don't know. We can yeah, we got to get that back. I'm about to play this song on my birthday. They done got me on a new song. Who's fucking this song? I'm gonna have to look this shit up. Come on, bang. Let me bang. Dang. They put me on to
You see how different it is out here in Dalton? It's different out here in Dalton.
anybody got any nice comments that you want to
Let me.
This track is for them tricks. Trucking all them hoes. Find them bitches left.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
In your pocket and let me do my thing. Step the fuck back in.
Yo, I enjoyed this
live. For them player haters lying on they
I enjoyed this live.
Rocking pumps. Front door. Bitch, if the bitch wanna fuck me, then let me do my thing. Just step the fuck back in. Let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
It's different.
Make sure y'all hit those
for them tricks.
You did it.
Taking all them hoes.
Yes.
If I got Andrew dancing, I don't care who ain't dancing.
In the pocket and let me do my thing. Step the fuck back in.
This cover look. You like that shit too? Hey!
This track is for them player haters. Bitch, then let's back in. Let me fuck this bitch.
You see how different it is out here in Dalton?
Let me bang.
Yeah, let me bang.
It's different here in Dalton.
Look at my nigga.
Let me.
This track is for them tricks.
Let him bang. Let me bang. Nick, baby, yes. Get the link, nigga. Let's get it. Hey, let me bang. Let me bang. I was about to get the fuck off. My nigga came through. My bro came through. You heard me. But I don't think we're working or whatever. But yeah. Anyway, anybody else want to hit tonight? Want to hit tonight? I'll get up out of here. Well, that's gonna be fun. Let me bang. Hey, let me bang. mean like the party. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know nothing about that. Hmm, hmm. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That means I'm make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. Trying to get 100 for my birthday. I got like 3 more weeks to hit that motherfucking quota. So make sure y'all like, subscribe, share this shit, tell your friends about it. Mommy up, mind your girl up. Let me bang, let me bang, let me bang. Well, I can't bang, let me bang, y'all. Let me bang.